Advantages of the United Nations. 1. International cooperation. The United Nations (UN) provides a platform for countries to come together and engage in diplomatic dialogue, fostering international cooperation. It allows nations to address global challenges collectively, such as peacekeeping, humanitarian crises, and climate change, which can be difficult for individual countries to tackle alone. 2. Peacekeeping and conflict resolution. The UN plays a crucial role in peacekeeping operations around the world. It deploys peacekeeping forces to conflict zones to maintain peace, stabilize regions, and facilitate peace negotiations. By acting as a neutral mediator, the UN helps resolve disputes and prevent the escalation of conflicts. 3. Humanitarian assistance. The UN coordinates and delivers humanitarian aid to countries affected by natural disasters, armed conflicts, or other crises. Through organizations like the World Food Programme (WFP) and the United Nations Children's Fund (UNICEF), the UN provides vital support in terms of food, clean water, medical assistance, and shelter to vulnerable populations. 4. Promotion of human rights. The UN has played a significant role in advancing human rights globally. It has developed international treaties and conventions, such as the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and monitors member states' compliance with these standards. The UN Human Rights Council investigates and addresses human rights violations, advocates for marginalized groups, and works to ensure fundamental freedoms for all. 5. Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs). The UN has set a comprehensive framework of 17 SDGs aimed at eradicating poverty, promoting equality, protecting the environment, and fostering sustainable development. The SDGs provide a roadmap for countries to address social, economic, and environmental challenges and work towards a more equitable and sustainable future. Disadvantages of the United Nations. 1. Political gridlock. The UN is composed of 193 member states with diverse interests, values, and political systems. This diversity can lead to political gridlock and difficulties in reaching consensus on crucial issues. Veto powers held by the 5 permanent members of the Security Council, United States, Russia, China, France, and the United Kingdom can hinder effective decision-making and limit the UN's ability to take decisive action. 2. Limited enforcement mechanisms. While the UN can propose resolutions and sanctions, its ability to enforce them is often constrained. The Security Council's effectiveness is reliant on member states' willingness to comply and take necessary actions. Lack of enforcement mechanisms can undermine the credibility and impact of UN decisions, particularly in cases where powerful countries have conflicting interests. 3. Inequality and representation. The power dynamics within the UN can perpetuate inequality among member states. Developing nations often feel marginalized and have limited influence compared to the more powerful countries. The structure of the Security Council, with its permanent members and veto powers, has been criticized for reflecting a post-World War II geopolitical order that may not accurately represent the current global landscape. 4. Financial dependency. The UN relies on voluntary contributions from member states, which can lead to financial challenges. Uneven contributions and delayed payments can affect the UN's ability to carry out its mandates effectively. Moreover, some countries may use financial contributions as leverage to exert influence or advance their own interests within the organization. 5. Bureaucracy and inefficiency. The UN's bureaucratic structure and complex decision-making processes can lead to inefficiencies and delays in implementing initiatives. Red tape, overlapping responsibilities, and coordination challenges between different UN agencies can hinder the organization's effectiveness. Critics argue that the UN should streamline its operations and improve accountability to enhance its efficiency.